The evening sun melted softly behind the maple trees of a quiet American suburb. Martha Bennett sat alone on her porch swing, her wrinkled hands resting gently on her lap. The wind played with the edge of her shawl as she stared at the fading light, waiting for a phone call that never came. For the past 3 years, her son Daniel hadn't called. No verdades. No Christmases. No "Hi Mom, how are you" messages. Just silence, thick and cruel, like a locked door she couldn't open. Martha had spent her entire life giving, raising Daniel alone after her husband died, working 2 jobs just to keep the lights on. She had dreams once, of traveling, painting, maybe opening a small bakery, but motherhood had taken everything. And she never regretted it, until now. The neighbors sometimes waved, sometimes didn't. The world had grown younger, faster, louder. People were too busy for old women with trembling hands and tired eyes. Even the postman who used to chat with her had changed routes. But Martha had one thing left: hope. She believed Daniel would remember her. One day. Somehow, one cold November morning, she baked his favorite cookies, oatmeal and cinnamon, and packed them neatly in a small tin box. She mailed them with a trembling smile, writing in her shaky cursive, "Love you always, Mom." The tin never came back. But neither did a reply. Weeks later, her neighbor, a young woman named Jenny, knocked on her door. "Martha, are you all right? Haven't seen you out lately," she asked kindly. Martha smiled faintly. "Just tired, dear. The world moves too fast for me." Jenny noticed the empty refrigerator when she came inside. No fresh milk, no vegetables, just old bread and instant soup packets. Martha's pension barely covered her bills. Jenny felt something ache inside her. She decided quietly to visit more often. The days turned into small routines. Jenny would bring her leftover soup or pie, and Martha would tell her old stories, about her husband's laughter, about Daniel's first steps, about Christmas mornings that smelled like cinnamon and music. Jenny listened like a daughter who'd been missing something. 2.1 evening, Jenny brought her 2 children, Sam and Lily. They were shy at first, but Martha, with her soft smile and trembling hands, had a magic way of making kids feel safe. She read them bedtime stories from memory, the kind where kindness wins and love always finds a way. Soon they began calling her Grandma Martha. And for the first time in years, her house was filled with laughter again. But deep inside, Martha's heart still carried the silent wound, Daniel's absence. Every time the phone rang, she prayed it was him. Every time the mail came, she hoped for a letter. Every holiday season, she placed one empty plate at the table, just in case he came home. One snowy Christmas Eve, Jenny's family invited her to join them. Martha hesitated. "I don't want to intrude," she said softly. Jenny shook her head. "Your family, Martha. You belong with us." That night, under a small glowing Christmas tree, Martha sat surrounded by laughter, warmth, and love, things she hadn't felt in years. She looked around and realized something quietly beautiful. Family isn't always blood. Sometimes it's the people who choose you when everyone else forgets. Still, the pain of Daniel's absence haunted her dreams. One night, she sat by her window, watching the snow fall, whispering into the dark, "Are you happy, my boy? Do you ever think of me?" No answer came. Only the wind carrying memories of lullabies long forgotten. Weeks later, Jenny helped Martha set up a small Instagram account. "Just for fun," Jenny said. "We'll post your cookie recipes and stories. People love that stuff online." Martha laughed. She didn't even know what hashtags were. But she agreed. They called it at Grandma Martha Cooks. Jenny filmed her telling old stories while baking. Her first video, "The Cookies I Made for My Son," unexpectedly went viral. Hundreds of comments poured in from strangers around the world. "Reminds me of my grandma. She sounds like an angel. I wish I could hug her." For the first time, Martha didn't feel invisible anymore. Months passed. Martha's online grandchildren grew into thousands. People from across the country sent her letters, gifts, and love. Jenny's kids helped her open fan mail, and Martha would read each message aloud with watery eyes. But then one letter stopped her heart. It was from Daniel. Martha sat at her small wooden table, her hands trembling as she held the envelope. The handwriting on it, familiar yet distant, carved through her like lightning. It was Daniel's. For a long time, she didn't open it. She just stared at it, afraid of what it might say. Part of her wanted to run to her old photo album, hold his childhood pictures, and cry. The other part, the one still wounded and tired, whispered, "Don't open it. He left you once." But love is a strange thing. It doesn't fade with time, it just hides beneath the scars. So she opened the letter. Dear Mom, I don't even know how to begin. I saw your videos online. Jenny's kids tagged me in one. I didn't believe it was you at first. You looked older but stronger. And when I saw the cookies, I broke down. Mom, I'm sorry. I was angry for a long time. Angry that Dad died. Angry that you pushed me to be better. Angry at myself for failing. But you never deserved the silence. I thought cutting you off would make me feel free. It only made me empty. When I saw you smile on that video, surrounded by strangers who loved you more than I ever did, I realized how much I've lost. Can I come home? Love, Daniel. Martha pressed the letter to her chest and sobbed quietly. Years of loneliness poured out in that one moment, every sleepless night, every unanswered prayer, every cookie baked in hope. She wasn't angry anymore. She just whispered, "Yes, my boy. You already are home." Jenny found her crying later that evening. When she read the letter, she hugged Martha tightly. "I told you, Martha," she said with a soft smile. "Love always finds its way back." A week later, Daniel arrived. He stood at the front gate like a stranger, older, heavier, his eyes unsure. When Martha saw him, her heart skipped a beat. For a moment, neither moved. Then she walked forward, slowly but steadily, until she stood right in front of him. No words. No anger. No speeches. She just placed her trembling hands on his face and whispered, "You're still my boy." Daniel fell to his knees, crying, "I'm sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry." Martha knelt with him on the cold grass, both of them holding each other like time had stopped. That night, Jenny's house became a celebration. The kids baked cookies. Daniel helped decorate. Martha laughed more than she had in decades. Her little living room glowed with fairy lights, laughter, and a warmth that felt almost holy. The next morning, they filmed a new video together, "The Cookies That Brought My Son Home." Martha spoke softly to the camera. "Sometimes we wait years for love to return. But love never leaves. It just finds new roads back to your heart." The video went viral again, this time, even bigger. News outlets picked it up. People across the country watched this old woman and her long-lost son embrace, crying, smiling, forgiving. Martha's story became a symbol of second chances, that it's never too late to heal, to love, to start again. As weeks passed, Martha and Daniel rebuilt their bond. They cooked together, told stories, even answered fan mail as a team. But Martha's health began to quietly decline. Her heart, full of love, had grown tired. One quiet spring morning, Jenny found her sitting peacefully on her porch, her shawl wrapped around her shoulders, a faint smile still on her lips. Beside her was a note addressed to everyone she loved. "To my family, by blood and by heart, thank you for finding me when I was lost. I've learned that family isn't who you're born to. It's who stays when life forgets you. Love is never wasted. Every act of kindness echoes beyond our time. If you ever feel alone, bake something sweet and share it. Because love, like cookies, is meant to be given away." Her passing broke hearts across the internet. Thousands of messages flooded in. "Rest in peace, Grandma Martha. You taught me to call my mother again. Your story changed my life." Daniel, with Jenny and her kids, turned Martha's home into a small community kitchen named Martha's Table. Every week, they baked for the homeless, the lonely, and the forgotten, carrying forward the love she had given so freely. In the wall above the oven hung her photo, smiling, warm, alive. Below it, engraved in gold letters, were her final words, "Family is not who shares your blood, it's who shares your heart." And in that quiet little kitchen, filled with laughter, flour, and love, Martha Bennett, the mother who was once abandoned, lived forever in the hearts of strangers who became her family.